Hey guys, it's Faye Renee. I'm reporting on the movie I just saw. Clint Eastwood directed and wrote it. And it was Clint Eastwood all the way, but it was so modern. I gotta tell you one big word before I get home. It was refreshing. It was so good. I mean, oh, it was different. And it was really good. He's such a good director and writer. Everyone in the theater liked it. I don't care what the critics say. I'm telling you. Go and see the Clint Eastwood movie. I couldn't believe it. Just too good. A lot of surprises in it too. I'll tell you about it later. Bye. Hey everyone, I am back. Movie Reviews by Faye Renee is back for 2019. And I got a great movie. It's the first one for the year. A little bit of a surprise. It was really good. And it was different. And I should have known it would be good. It is The Mule by Clint Eastwood. He directed it. I think he co-produced it. But it's based on a true story about a guy that was a mule. You know what that is. So the name's in the title, the story's in the title, Drug Runner. The oldest mule in America. They did a story about it, I think in the New York Times. The real guy's name was Leo Sharp. But Clint Eastwood in the film plays Earl Stone, which is the character of the actual guy, Leo Sharp. I guess they had a naming convention problem, so, legalities. Anyway, it's so good. It's very engrossing. All ages could see it. It's a great story, and it was refreshing. And I laughed, I chuckled. You didn't like go side looking. It's not a comedy, but it's really good. And it's got a lot of Clint Eastwood's it's not really undertones. He's such a racist in some of the things he does in his movies. He just is. He's maligned. He stereotypes everyone. So it's not just like blacks, it's everybody. I'm sure he voted for Trump. Hello, I said it, so what? But his movies are pretty good. You will love, love, love The Mule. Here's a surprise trick. His real life daughter, Allison Eastwood, plays his daughter in the movie, and it's so cool. I think that's one of the reasons I wanted to see it. But he's not doing like a hell of a job, he's not beating out the superhero movies at the box office, but this is definitely for men and women. It's also a good date movie. It's a family movie if the kid's not too young. There's a little violence, but not a lot. It's so cool. Now, it's set in Illinois and some parts of New Mexico and stuff because we're dealing with the cartel. But I read that they filmed it in Georgia, but they made it look like Illinois, and it did. And I think somebody went and got some shots of Illinois. They had to for road coverage and stuff because he was a mule and he was going back and forth. Anyway, the story is just fantastic because he was a famous, this guy he's pretending to be was a famous horticulturist, this Leo Sharp. But Earl in the movie, he's also that too. And he just failed at his family, but he was like I said, he was a famous, world-renowned horticulturist. What a hard word to say, but he was. Another little thing I want to tell you about the movie. I'll be right back. All right. So, some outstanding performances were the DEA agent that was chasing him. Who was he played by? I know that guy. Bradley Cooper. Really cute. Bradley Cooper played the DEA agent that was looking for this old guy, this old mule. Man, like as I said, his daughter, she was pretty good. She wasn't that great of an actress. She was okay. Her role was small. Clint was really good in the lead role. He was so engrossing. He just took over the whole screen. With his old, feeble self, he ran this movie. The man still got it. That's a great actor and great director. I think he's a better director than actor, honestly, from the movies I've seen he's done. Okay, here's the real funky background part. Not just was this based on a true character that I found interesting. This guy was a veteran of the Korean War. A lot of people like to call it the Third World War, but it wasn't a world war involved. But it was around 1950. North Korea saw us pulling out our troops and said, let's jump South Korea. So they did, and then we went back and we fought with South Korea and we won. So that was the Korean War. That wasn't the whole world. So he was a veteran and he had saw action. So this wasn't no scary guy, but he was a very old, like 87-year-old man. He was the oldest mule in America. And here's the other dirt. Now, I'm just reporting it, so I don't want nobody to get mad at me. The cartel he worked for, I'm gonna say the name, was the Sinaloa. It's Sinaloa. Okay. Sinola. Today, it is still the biggest illegal, illicit drug trafficking cartel from Mexico to America. It's big. They're still in big business. Now, y'all know El Chapo? He was working for El Chapo. El Chapo, since he's been arrested, the cartel got taken over by the Guzmans. Guzmans is the guy's name that runs it now with two of his Guzman sons, so enough of that. So we got a little bit of World War II. We got a man fooling around with plants. We got some crazy shit. That's hard to figure out. That's why they couldn't catch him. I mean, who would suspect an 87-year-old white guy? He was good though. It's very good. It's very entertaining. I'm sorry, I usually don't give that much of the story away, but it's called a mule. You guys know what a mule is. It's a drug trafficker, so he's a mule. But it's based on a true story, which makes it intriguing, and it was well acted and well directed. Clint Eastwood, you did a really good job. I'm proud of you. I hope this is not your last film. Out of 5 stars, I give it a 3.5. That means go see it. 4 and up is like Oscar contender. This is a good, get your popcorn, go see it. You're not going to go to sleep. It's fun. I felt really good. If I had one word for this movie, it would be refreshing. So I like that. 2019 promises to be a good year. I saw a whole lot of good trailers. So look out for Faye Renee in 2019. We might go big. Have a good night.